Hi everyone, it's Thursday the 30th of April, and first of all can I thank everybody who came to the school yesterday and today to pick up their home learning packs. It was actually a really nice experience to see teachers there waving to the students and the parents as they drove through and picked up their new packs for the next 2 weeks. The other thing that we offered, which many parents took us up on, was some free shorts, some shirts, and some jumpers for people who might need those. Every student who picked up a pack also got a free pen. So it was a great morning and afternoon yesterday and today, so I really appreciate those people who've already come in. Because we've had a lot of success with that, I'd really like everyone who can to actually pick it up from the school. In terms of our resourcing and the cost, it's quite significant to mail all of those things out. Last time it cost us somewhere between $4,000 and $5,000 to mail the packs out. So if you can, I'm going to extend the day for pickup to tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, it won't be in the afternoon, so just in the morning, tomorrow from 8 till 10. If you could come in and pick them up if you haven't done it so already, I'd really appreciate it if you could do that and save us a little bit in our postage out to parents. Obviously, if you can't make it, that's fine, we will post it out. Any that haven't been picked up by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, we will put out in the mail and you'll receive those on Tuesday of next week to start the next lot of home learning. Also, the materials that are in that pack with some additional resources will be uploaded to our home learning website by Tuesday morning. So next Tuesday, you'll be able to click onto the home learning website and all of the resources for the next 2 weeks will be there for you as well. In regards to the home learning packs, I just need to make parents aware as well about assessment and reporting for this term. It's really important in terms of the reports for this term, which I will send some information out about next week, does involve the return of the work that's been sent out with the home learning packs. Not returning that is essentially going to disadvantage your children in the reporting process. So one is, look, we have spent an awful lot of time putting together what we think is reasonable work to engage students for the 2 weeks, and probably a little bit extra in some cases. So, but from my perspective, what I really want to see is that students have made an attempt to do what they can from the home learning materials that have been sent out. So one is that they've had a go. Two is that you've actually returned them, because returning them does provide some accountability and will be part of our reporting in terms of participation in education from home this term. So it's really important that you return any completed tasks or even attempts that have been made to show that you have tried with your children to do some of that work. So it's really actually really important for you to do that. Secondly, in terms of getting the packs back, we did put prepaid envelopes and you can do that. But next week also we will have Tuesday and Wednesday where we will have drop-off of the first 2 weeks of Term 2's home learning pack. So on Facebook tomorrow, we will put up there what we'd like you to return for each year level. And if you can please drop that, there'll be 2 bins at the front. One's for the upper school and one's for the lower school for you to return the work that was done in that first 2 weeks. So look forward to seeing those come back as well. The last thing I want to talk about this week is the relaxing of some of the restrictions that parents have asked me what's happening from my perspective and what I know. What I know is that because Queensland is doing really well, and I believe there's only one case that was reported overnight and it was linked to a cruise ship. So again, very good results or data in terms of the spread of the virus in Queensland, and that hence the lifting of some of those restrictions. But as part of the restrictions, remember, you can only travel within 50 k's if you want to go for a drive or go for a picnic. The other thing is a bit of confusion, people saying, well, you can get together for a picnic, but it's only for members of the family and the people living in your house. You can't just up and ring a friend and say, hey, let's all go for a picnic, and have, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 families get together for a picnic. That's still not okay. We really need to look at how we slowly lift those restrictions and maintain the low level of spread and infection. And that can only happen if we stage the lifting of those restrictions slowly. So the first one is, yes, we go out and we go out as a family. And if that stays low for a period of time, then we may see the government and the health department say, okay, it's okay for people in these locations to, you know, be a little bit closer or whatever. But at this point in time, you know, as I've stressed all the way through, stick to the guidelines as they are. Last time on the Anzac weekend, it was a big test for Australia in terms of how we handled a long weekend, where traditionally we would go out and celebrate Anzac and pay our respects to our war veterans. This weekend is Labor Day weekend, and again it's a time when we would go out, and again it's a test of our resolve, I guess also in terms of our commitment to each other in improving circumstances where we live, to the point we can lift those restrictions further. We keep hearing on TV all the time people say we're in this together, and being in this together is fine to say that, and it's true. What I think is even more important is that we're going to get out of this together, and it's, you know, we have no choice in being in it together really, but we do have a choice in terms of getting out of it. And if we don't work together to get out of it, then we're going to be stuck in an unhappy situation for much longer. So as much as we're feeling happier, more confident, it means we have to stay the course and gradually lift those restrictions, and those restrictions will be lifted gradually if we actually stick to the guidelines and we gradually move with the guidelines and discipline ourselves to do that. So again, that's really important to do that. Just a reminder, tomorrow morning, if you haven't been to the school to pick up your home learning packs for the next 2 weeks, can you try and do that tomorrow morning between 8 and 10? And look, I'll be out there to welcome you and greet you as you come in. So I hope to see those who haven't been through yet tomorrow morning, and I'll give you another update tomorrow. Thanks.